A witness walking alone through a dark hallway suddenly stops. At the far end of the corridor, someone is standing there. Motionless. Watching. Assuming it's another visitor, the witness calls out. No answer. Then, without making a sound, the figure disappears. No doors open. No footsteps. Nothing. To this day, nobody can explain what happened. Was it a ghost? A trick of the mind? Or evidence that something truly strange exists inside one of America's most infamous haunted locations? Stay until the end, because scientists believe they may have found an explanation, but even their theory leaves some disturbing questions unanswered. Long before ghost hunters arrived with cameras and equipment, this mansion already had a reputation. Built during an era of wealth and prestige, it stood as a symbol of success. But behind its elegant appearance, strange stories began to spread. Visitors reported hearing footsteps in empty rooms. Children claimed they saw people standing in hallways that nobody else could see. Locals whispered about unexplained deaths and accidents connected to the property. Over time, the mansion earned a reputation that still survives today, but none of those stories compare to what investigators would later discover. And that's where things become much more unsettling. Decades passed. The mansion changed owners. Visitors came and went. But one thing never changed. The reports. People who had never met each other described eerily similar experiences. Footsteps in empty hallways. Whispers when nobody was nearby. Sudden cold spots. Shadowy figures moving through rooms. Some visitors left convinced they had witnessed something paranormal. Others arrived as skeptics and left with more questions than answers. Then investigators decided to test the stories for themselves.
What they recorded inside the mansion would only deepen the mystery.
Teams from across the country arrived carrying cameras, microphones, and sensors. Most expected to find ordinary explanations. Instead, they documented strange events. Unexplained sounds. Voices appearing on recordings. Reports of names being whispered in empty rooms. One investigator claimed they heard someone standing directly behind them. But when they turned around, nobody was there. Others reported seeing figures standing at the edge of their vision, only for them to disappear seconds later. Coincidence? Misinterpretation?
Moments later.
Or something else? Nobody could agree, but here's the detail most ghost stories leave out. Some scientists believe these experiences may have a completely natural explanation. Researchers studying haunted locations discovered something fascinating. Certain low-frequency sounds, known as infrasound, can affect the human body. These sounds are often too low to hear, but not too low to feel. They can create uneasiness, anxiety, a sensation that someone is watching. In some cases, they may even contribute to visual disturbances. Old buildings are perfect environments for these effects. Creaking structures. Wind passing through narrow spaces. Vibrations from aging materials. Combined with darkness and expectation, the brain may begin connecting ordinary events into something extraordinary. At least, that's the theory. But there's one encounter that continues to challenge even the skeptics. Remember the witness from the beginning? The one who saw a figure standing at the end of a corridor? This remains one of the most discussed reports connected to the mansion. Late at night, while exploring alone, the witness noticed someone standing in the darkness ahead. The figure wasn't moving. It wasn't speaking. It was simply watching. Thinking another visitor had wandered into the area, the witness called out. No response. A second call. Still nothing. Then suddenly, the figure disappeared. No doors opened. No footsteps echoed through the hall. No place to hide. Just empty darkness. Believers say this is proof. Skeptics argue there must be another explanation. Years later, neither side has managed to settle the debate.
There's still something missing.
So what really happened inside this mansion? Is it one of America's most haunted locations? Or are centuries of fear shaping the experiences people have there? The truth is, no investigation has ever provided definitive proof of ghosts. Yet the reports continue. Year after year. Visitor after visitor. Generation after generation. And perhaps that's what makes this mystery so unsettling. Not that we have answers, but that after all this time, we still don't. If you enjoy forgotten legends, haunted places, and unexplained American mysteries, subscribe to Untold American Folklore, and tell me in the comments, if you saw a figure vanish in front of you, what would you believe?